If the choice is down to Dyson Supersonic and Shark Hyperair, here's what matters. Dyson is the one that feels precision-built. Motor in the handle, balanced weight, and tight heat control that helps preserve shine while minimizing flyaways when paired with the right tool. Shark looks more traditional, but is fast, straightforward, and smart enough to auto-tune heat and airflow when an attachment clicks on, which saves time and prevents overcooking strands. Put them side by side, and both dry quickly and protect hair. Budget and finish preferences decide the winner. Drying speed. Both are fast dryers at roughly 1600 watts, and in head-to-head tests the gap is small. Think roughly half a minute on shoulder-length hair in typical comparisons. In a real routine, that time difference can vanish once the styling phase starts, but Dyson tends to edge raw speed by a sliver. The more telling difference is how each holds speed while maintaining hair health. Dyson emphasizes consistent, high-pressure airflow, while Shark focuses on smart presets that match airflow to the task. Heat control. Let me explain why this matters. Smooth, healthy hair is mostly about controlled heat and airflow, not maximum blast. Dyson uses continuous temperature regulation with a dedicated controller and high-velocity flow to avoid the dulling effect of hot spots. Shark blends heated and ionized air and chooses sensible heat and speed automatically based on the attachment, which reduces trial and error when switching from rough-dry to defining curls or polishing ends. Both approaches keep damage in check. Dyson favors precision control, Shark favors automation and consistency. Finish and frizz. If a polished crown is the priority, Dyson's flyaway attachment is a ringer. A quick pass can lay down halo frizz and produce that top layer gloss that reads as salon done. Shark manages frizz well for everyday styling and leaves hair shiny, but the singular advantage of Dyson's flyaway tool shows up on sleek blowouts where the crown finish can make or break the look. For most hair types, Shark's default finish is already very good. Dyson just stretches the ceiling a bit higher. Attachments. Attachments decide how easy it is to nail a look. Dyson commonly bundles a styling concentrator, diffuser, gentle air attachment, wide tooth comb, and the flyaway tool, all magnetic and quick to rotate mid-style. Shark's typical kits include a 2-in-1 concentrator, a diffuser, and often a styling brush, and when any of them clicks on, the dryer auto-optimizes settings. Dyson gives breadth and finesse, especially for polished finishes and textured hair with the wide tooth comb. Shark trades breadth for speed of use. Fewer decisions, fewer missteps, faster reps. Curly and wavy hair. Here's where Shark's diffuser earns its keep. The extendable prongs reach closer to the roots to evenly dry curls without blasting the scalp, which helps maintain definition and lift where it counts. Combined with auto-adjusted heat and airflow when the diffuser is attached, Shark makes it easier to repeat good curl days. Dyson's diffuser is effective and benefits from precise heat control, and the wide tooth comb attachment can be great for coils and textured hair. But Shark's root-minded diffuser ergonomics and hands-off presets tilt this category in its favor for many curl patterns. Noise and comfort. Noise is close, but Dyson usually runs a notch quieter, which matters in small bathrooms or shared spaces. Comfort is also about balance. Dyson's motor and handle design distributes weight well and feels stable when working at crown height for longer sessions. Shark is familiar and comfortable in the hand, just a bit more conventional in balance and a touch louder. If the routine involves longer round brush sessions or frequent swaps between tools, Dyson's overall feel is easy to notice. Controls and ease. Shark's smart auto detection is the everyday win. Snap on a concentrator or diffuser, and the dryer chooses a reliable starting point for heat and airflow, which keeps styles consistent and avoids accidental overheating. Dyson's controls are simple and precise, and the magnetic attachment system makes changes quick and intuitive. Day to day, Shark rewards simplicity and speed, while Dyson rewards microcontrol and a more dialed-in finish. Cord length and handling. Reach matters more than it seems. Dyson's consumer cord typically lands around 9 feet, which gives flexibility to move around the mirror or reach awkward outlets. Shark's cord is often closer to 8 feet, still fine but slightly less forgiving in tight setups. If the vanity layout is less than ideal, the extra slack on Dyson can be the difference between a fluid routine and a tug. Build and design. Dyson's design isn't just for looks. The compact head and balanced handle reduce wrist fatigue and make it easier to angle the dryer precisely, especially near the crown or when chasing a smooth bend with a brush. Shark's design is more traditional, which makes it familiar and easy to pick up, but less distinct in hand feel. If aesthetics and tactile polish matter, Dyson's materials and assembly give it that special tool vibe on the counter. Learning curve. Dyson invites experimentation because its attachment set covers more edge cases and finishing tricks. The flyaway technique becomes second nature after a few passes, and the gentle air attachment helps protect finer sections during refining. Shark cuts the learning curve with smart presets, attach, dry, done, which is confidence building for newer at-home stylers or anyone who doesn't want to think about settings. Both reward a simple flow, rough dry to 70 or 80%, then swap to the right tool for finish and shape. Temperature behavior and hair health. Consistency is the quiet hero of hair health. Dyson's feedback loop checks temperature frequently and keeps output stable, avoiding the spike and dip pattern that can rough up cuticles and dull shine. Shark's automation prevents over-toasting by choosing practical levels for each tool and relying on ions to help speed up evaporation at lower temperatures. Neither is a brute force heat cannon, which is the point. Better shine, less brittleness, fewer snapped ends over time. Power and airflow nuance. On paper, both sit at about 1600 watts, but airflow quality matters more than wattage alone. Dyson's high-pressure flow stays coherent at distance, which helps when rough drying from a bit farther out to reduce frizz while keeping speed. Shark's flow pairs well with its presets and attachments, especially the concentrator, which makes directional work on bangs and face framing pieces straightforward. If the routine leans on brushwork, Dyson's airflow finesse shows. If it leans on preset-guided speed, Shark feels effortless. Maintenance and durability. Filters and attachments deserve attention. Dyson's magnetic attachments simplify mid-style swaps and are easy to wipe clean, and the build tends to hold up well with frequent use. Shark's attachments can feel bulkier and use a locking mechanism that's solid but a bit less slick than magnets. Either way, keeping the intake clean preserves airflow and extends life. Dyson's balanced design also means fewer accidental bumps when moving around the mirror. Travel and storage. Neither is a tiny travel dryer, but Dyson's more compact head and balanced handle make it easier to fit in a weekender if needed, especially if packing just 1 or 2 attachments. Shark's attachments can take up more space, though the 2-in-1 concentrator helps consolidate. For daily storage, Dyson's magnetic ecosystem plays well with stands and holders. Shark benefits from a simple caddy to keep the brush and diffuser tidy. Price and value. Bottom line, Dyson commands premium pricing for quieter operation, better balance, and a finish-boosting attachment set, especially the flyaway tool. Shark costs roughly half as much in many bundles and still delivers fast-drying, low-frizz results, and one of the better diffuser experiences for curls and waves. If budget is flexible and the goal is the sleekest, glossiest finish with less noise and better balance, Dyson justifies the spend. If the goal is excellent daily results with smart simplicity at a friendlier price, Shark wins value by a mile. Who should pick Dyson? Choose Dyson for the quietest feel, a slightly faster dry, and an ultra-polished finish, especially for straight and wavy styles that benefit from crown smoothing. It's also the better choice for long sessions with a round brush, thanks to balance and airflow control, and for anyone who wants to explore more finishing tools over time. Who should pick Shark? Pick Shark for efficient, repeatable results with minimal fuss. The auto-adjust behavior takes the guesswork out of switching from rough-dry to curl-defining to finish work, and the diffuser's root-friendly design is excellent for curls and waves. For most routines and budgets, Shark delivers the performance that matters without feeling like a compromise. Final take. Both are fast, protective, and capable of glossy results. Dyson is the connoisseur's pick, quiet, balanced, and attachment-rich for chasing a refined finish, while Shark is the pragmatic choice that nails the fundamentals, speeds up decisions, and respects the budget. If finish and feel are everything, go.